Hi guys and welcome back. My name's Cleo and this is Hannah and we're here with her MGB GT. So Hannah, please run us through, it's your project, it's, you know, what you want to do with it. So tell everyone.
So this is MGB GT 1979 rubber bumper model. Just a generic NAF MGB. They made so many of them. They have got a cult following, people love them. I think they're okay. And no, I bought this originally for my dad. So, bought it for his birthday, 2019, December 2019, I bought this for £600, I think.
Is that it? 600 quid?
Yeah.
That's cheap, and it was running as well.
Yeah, it needed a little bit of work on the carbs.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, no, it was a running car, it was rolling,
yeah.
it was working.
Yeah,
So
it'd been sitting for 10 years.
Yeah.
10 years barn find, really. But yeah, it was all there, and it was, going to get it running nicely, was just going to get an MOT on it, let Dad have it, let him have a bit of fun in it, potter around in the summer, and then lockdown happened, and...
Just didn't get around to... Well,
no, I just came up with some crazy
ideas. Yeah, just started a bit wild.
I thought, well, if we're going to be locked down with this coronavirus for months, I might as well just go mental.
And this is where we will run you through so far. Well, what's kind of left, obviously, we're kind of having to jump in this a lot later stage as to kind of how far it's got. Obviously, a lot of it's been done. A lot of this was strict, but we didn't really plan on doing a YouTube video series on it. I don't think you would even think about it at the time.
No.
And then we just kind of thought.
I've got before and after pictures. I mean, if you could think about a car that's got about probably 10 tins of filler on it, you're in the right ballpark with this car.
Poor thing. So we'll give you a walk round and you guys can see up close the severity of this wonderful
British classic
skip that we've got at the moment.
Yeah, so no engine, no gearbox. Did have engine and gearbox, but all's been taken out. It's gone. So someone bought it from Trinidad and Tobago, so it's gone to the Caribbean, enjoying the nice sunshine, unlike this country.
Should have put ourselves in the box.
Definitely. Yeah.
Because it is now winter. It's not too cold, but
we should have spent lockdown in the Caribbean, like
engine.
But we are here, and so what it's going to have: MX-5 1.8 engine and gearbox, brilliant engine, brilliant gearbox, and also it's tunable as well. That engine, so be supercharged. We can make it, do loads of stuff to it. So once it's in, maybe have a bit of a play around with it.
Yeah, probably have to get some mounting points fabricated for it as well.
Yeah, it's all going to have to be a bit different things in here. So we'll have to see how it fits in. But a lot of people do it, so it's not impossible to do. So also a lot of welding needs to be done. Got holes, basically windscreen. As water comes down, it's actually eating away at this metalwork in here. So quite glad I've stripped it out, because seeing things like this. Also, as much as the chassis is quite solid, under here we've got a ton of rock. So I can actually put my hand up in there.
Oh, there you go. So you guys can see the rot going on.
It actually goes right through into, so if you come into here and look, the floor is actually gone, so that will all have to be cut
totally
out.
Gone through. So in terms of bodywork, there is quite a lot to do.
Yeah.
We're actually going to be doing a bit of that today.
We're going to be rubbing it down. Also, this is where it had the Webasto roof that someone put in really badly, so I've marked it all out. It's going to get cut out and then a new solid roof welded in. So that's the plan for that. But all the other floors are quite solid, so rear floor looks alright. We've got, it's not too bad, but it had tons of filler in it, so what we're going to do is completely rub down all the bodywork. We're going to probably reveal more filler, which we'll have to sort out, and then we'll really go from there. I think it's going to be a project that we're going to see how it goes as and when it's, you have new ideas, see different things, and kind of it's a bit of an open page really.
Yeah.
Look on it all.
We play it by ear. I'm going to get rid of this wonderful yellow that Hannah mostly loves.
So yeah, we're looking for maybe blue or green colour that will get sprayed. But nice steering wheel, nice interior. Probably won't put the back seats in because you've got to be about the size of a small child to fit in them.
Hey,
so,
what are you trying to say?
I don't think even you'd fit in it.
I'm 5'1". If I can't fit, that's going to be a problem.
Probably de-chrome it. I'm not a fan of chrome, so potentially no chrome on it. New wheels, because Yeah, I'm not keen on those wheels.
No, you want some nice big wide wheels. And you did mention you're going to put a Sebring kit on it.
Yeah.
So that's going to have slightly wider.
So fiberglass front wings, also rear wing extensions.
Yeah, so that's going to come out a lot.
Balance, Sebring.
So you can see sort of like the arch at the moment, how much that tucks in. So obviously that wider kit will bring that right out, and that'll be sitting very, very nicely once that wide kit's put on. But I mean, overall it's been interesting. I think that roof was really interesting to take out because I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like that. All I'm going to say is that was not me. Not mentioning any names, Hannah, but that was not me.
That was done in anger.
That was not me. And it was really hot that day when we were pulling it out. It was dripping with sweat.
It
got
was
close.
a hot day in the workshop.
It was really hot. It was just unbelievably hot. So, yeah, this is my lovely scene, my lovely bit. But anyway, do you know what it was? I think because after a while we figured out why they weren't coming out. And it turns out, I've never seen it, but literally it's a nail, but it had a screw thread on it. It wasn't a screw, it was literally a nail with a screw thread. So kind of once we figured that out, it was then a case of trying to pop the head off and screw the nail. That was really strange.
That's with any classic cars though, you've always got someone who's had a go at it and potentially bodged it. So
sort of finding.
you just go over things, a lot of filler. I don't know any classic car that hasn't had a ton of filler. So.
Yeah, so I guess it's going to be a cool project. It's going to be, you know, it's going to be a bit of a learning, certainly a learning curve for me anyway.
We're just going to have fun, aren't we, with it?
Yeah.
I hope my dad likes it.
I'm sure he will.
Imagine.
I'm sure he will.
I don't like it.
Today, as I said, we are going to start stripping this. Well, I say stripping this. Most of it's already stripped out. There are still a few bits to come out. The brake lines have got to come out still. These still got to come out. What's that? The servo's got to come out.
Master cylinder.
Yeah, so there's still a few
This
bits.
got to come out. The dash.
Dash has still got to come out as well.
So we can actually steer it and get it in places.
Yeah, going to keep it rolling. So it's not really anywhere to leave at the moment. So yeah, today's just going to be a case of, obviously a lot of this stuff is rotted away. So it's probably have to be fabricated again and remake that up. Some mounting points for the arches to go back on. Got to get the doors down. Got to start rubbing those down. Bonnet's got to be done. So there's quite a bit of work to do. So it's going to be a good way to keep busy, I guess, along with everything else.
Yeah.
It's going to be a cool project. So today, let's get on and start sanding back and see what wonderful surprises we get. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, this is the fun part of the unknown. What you're trying to find.
What holes in a sieve this car?
Okay, so we've kind of made a start on it. So I've been doing a bit of sanding and Hannah has been taking out the sound ending inside the car. So that's kind of as far as I've got with. I'm just trying to get this black paint off. So you've got a lot of so you've got the black paint, the black paint, then the primer, grey primer, and then of course you've got the yellow, and then this cream primer is the original primer underneath. So I'm just trying to get as much of that off as I can today. So I'm going to try and see what's under the rest of that bottom part of the panel. And then Hannah, what have you been up to so far? Would you care to show us? Hannah, would you care to show us what you've been up to?
Just chipping all this up really. It's just all old sound deadening, but I wanted to see what was underneath it. So if I get a screwdriver, we've actually got a bit of rot under there, so which we wouldn't have seen unless we take up the sound deadening. So I mean, it's going to have a new floor anyway, but it's important to see what we've got under it. And then of course we've got all the flooring that's gone up there. So yeah, just chipping away, and then it will all get cut out, replaced probably. And yeah, just trying to make sure this car's as sturdy as possible and taking out everyone's old welds that they've been putting in over the years. So yeah, it's all preparation ready for all the sanding and bodywork and welding really. So that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, you've got a fair bit done though, because we've already made a start on that side.
Yeah, this side's pretty much It's just the bits in the footwells because I've got to kind of really reach in there, so...
Yeah.
But it's coming up okay.
Yeah, I was watching you sort of get on with it.
I've taken the fuel pump out as well, so through the battery tray that was in there. That's just been cut by someone to hold the battery in, which is pretty... not pretty. And then the fuel pump was under here, so I've taken all that out. I'm going to take the fuel tank out as well. But that has to be, I have to go to the car for that. And that's about it. That's all really.
Yeah, it's kind of showing how far I've got. So with this one, it's just a case of, obviously got the black paint, then the grey is the primer for that, then the yellow is the original, and then the creamy colour, so the original primer colour. So it's just a case of trying to get it back to the yellow for the moment. It's going to do it in stages, but the only thing is that the paint is really thick, and you can see it's just cracked everywhere. I've just got to be a bit careful as well. This the camera will actually focus. So there's obviously a few bits here as well. There's a couple of crevices that I'm going to have to do by hand because I don't want to lose that shape. So just got to be careful with those. The DA will just rip right through that, so be a bit careful with that. But plenty to do. I think today I'm just going to try and see if I can strip as much of that quarter back as possible. See what's behind it. I think we might have a bit of filler there. And Hannah's obviously cracking on with getting the sound ending out and finding more holes as she goes along, but all part of the fun. Probably fun, yeah. Like a little rainbow car. Maybe different shapes and everything. No, I don't know if it's going to be pot gold at the end of this. Right, mask back on and back to it. Okay, so we're gonna call it there for a day, but we've done a fair bit, I'd like to think, or so. Just spent a couple of hours on it. You can see sort of as far as I've got with my taking the paint off the panel, just trying to sort of get a bit of yellow back through there, and obviously found a bit of filler down by the bit of filler that way, down by the rear arch as well. Hannah's got a ton of stuff done. She's done a shed load actually. So
yeah, so I've taken off all the dash cover that was on here, like the vinyl covering. I've removed all that. I've removed the wiper motor and the little splines that it sat on the arms. I've removed the washer jets, so all this is now free. And then I've also taken up all of the sound deadening that was on the floor pans in here. And there's more rot underneath, so not a lot, but yeah, both floor pans will get renewed, cut out and welded in. Also obviously down
the
footwell,
it's all down literally a hole down to the bottom here, right the way through that part, and again we sort of found a bit there. Yeah. In the corner here, and there's a bit more back up under the driver's side by the pedals.
Yeah, by the pedals. So it's just, got to take all this off to get to all the rot so that we can treat it all, cut it out, weld it back, weld a nice new bit in, so this will all be solid. But yeah, we've done loads today.
Yeah, so we've definitely made a fair bit of progress today, and it's good to know. It's nice to sort of see something started after it's been sat for quite a while. Because Hannah and I didn't really do anything on this till, 6 months ago?
Yeah,
we... It's kind of been sat sort of for the last 6 months.
It was like a full car, wasn't it? To be honest, when you came along.
When I came along, we still had all the doors on, because I took all the doors off.
I think you just had the engine out. I think that was the thing, the only thing that was missing was the engine and gearbox, I think. I've also got to take the prop off, actually. That's got to come off. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just all taking it back to bare metal. Well, in time to bare metal.
Yeah. Do you know the bit I'm not looking forward to is going to be the getting the underseal off.
Yeah.
That's going to be a horrible job. And this has all got to be cleaned out any oil. It's got to be totally degreased before I can start sanding any of that paint back, because otherwise it's just going to spread and it'll be really hard to get off.
Yeah.
So it's going to be another. It's just time, isn't it? It's just sort of every day coming up, doing bits, making sure it's just cracking on bit by bit, really. But
Yeah.
it's nice to sort of make a start on it again.
I'm not sure about every day, but
Even every day.
well,
Well, you know,
I haven't got time to be doing this every
yeah,
day.
you can do it every day. You know, an hour, stay an hour later and do a bit by bit.
Okay.
Be surprised.
Yeah.
You don't sound convinced.
I'm not convinced.
But yeah, we will come back and we will update with you guys soon. Hope you enjoy the video. Do the usual, like, share, subscribe. I'll drop the socials in for mine and Hannah's channels and social media pages, and it's kind of it, really.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sunday
Right.
night. Sunday
Let's go.
fun day.
Sunday fun day. Let's go get something to eat and
Yep. Thank you.
see you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.